Hello and welcome. I am the Suit&Tie Dip&ChewGuy, and this is the number 18 review, the 18th review of group number 12, Dry Snuff. And we've been taking a look at this. This is Rosinski's Poltergeist in a 10-gram sachet. This product was funded via donations. For those wanting to make a one-time small donation, there is a PayPal link in the description. I sourced this while they were still in operation direct from Rosinski. So we're going to take it over to the desk, take a closer look at the packaging and the product inside, and then we'll take it back up top to see what I think. Back in a moment. Okay, so here we are. As I said, this is a cardboard-esque and foil 10-gram sachet. There is a Ziploc on it right there. They do work. They actually work a little bit better than sometimes you wish for. They're hard to open at times. These are meant to be put in glass jars that Rosinski sold, and I believe is still selling. That is also the reason for this labeling. These are the stickers that they also sell to put on the jars or already have on the jars when you get them. You got the German warning label down bottom. As I said, there is a Ziploc going right there. There are two tear tabs, which in my opinion are always a little bit too high up. You have to sort of go lower. I will be cutting with scissors. Back, warning label, German, 10 grams. And then you have something that you don't see a lot with many of these companies. A date, a manufacturer date, which is December of 2023. For a nasal snuff product that is sealed, that is a very good date. Okay? Going back around to the front here, we will cut this open. I believe this is a brown snuff. I believe. I'm always on the fence as to where to cut these things. Did I get it? Did I get it? Yes, I did. Okay. So as you can, whoa, we got product in the Ziploc though. Now that is not a problem as far as for the product itself, freshness and whatnot, because it was sealed until I cut this. So we are definitely looking at a brown snuff. And I may actually use the lid here to see if I can scrape some of this out of the action. Oh, okay, that didn't work so well. Okay, so let's try this then. I will just bring some out with this, and we will put it down there, and you will see what we're looking at. I'm going to tap this to see if I can get it back down. Close enough. That is close enough for me. Okay, so what we're looking at, and I will bring this camera down a little bit more. We will adjust light. You're looking at a fine mill flour, which with Rosinski is almost always burley from what I've read. And then a secondary grind or cut in on top of it that is ever so slightly more coarse, but with this one, not by much. All right. The product is registering on camera as long as I keep my hand far enough away so it's not on a shadow, as the right color. Moisture level seems good. And I'm saying that because the way I'm able to move this around and it's holding line. All right. So at this distance, I can't really smell anything off of it. We are going to take it back up top, and I will probably push this into a pile and sniff right off it. Pinch right off it, and then sniff. All right, with that, back in a moment. And I am back. Okay, so I didn't really read into this one at all, as I have not been doing. Thus far, it has worked out okay. I'm getting pretty close on everything. Some very minor discrepancies, nothing that would nix the review. So I'm going to keep rolling with that. I do know this one, though, has... I believe it's mentholated. I believe. So we will find out in a second here. Make sure this finger's cleaned off. All right. Oh. That's got some nicotine. Okay. It's mentholated, but I'm not sure if they're actually using menthol. Wow, that's got some nicotine. Okay. Um, it it may be Camphor, and there's something else working with it. It's burley. I'm actually starting to get a sense of what the base tobacco is, and this is coming off to me as burley. Easy to take, somewhat fluffy, not to the extent of, let's say, a Pulse product. The Camphor is not to the extent of a Pulse product. This is sort of like that idea taken back 100 years. High quality. Not overly clearing, I would say. I mean, if you're looking for like crazy menthol, like this probably is not that. I'm going to do more though. It's usually I wait to take too much until after I'm done filming, but this stuff is pretty good. This stuff is pretty good. The nicotine is definitely there. There's a slight burn at first, but nothing out of control. The product has a moisture level that's high enough that you can't take it too far back. Yet it doesn't have a real coarse grind either, which is to my liking in the extreme. I usually don't lean towards menthol stuff, but partly because I find a lot of them just seem to be like overdone. There's nothing, I can't tell tobacco. With this, there's the cooling menthol-esque of the Camphor, and I'm all but sure that is what it is. But I still get a tobacco scent, which is, I like that. All right, I like the scent, smell, taste of tobacco. I just do. So all in all, this is because this right here is all about pushing your luck. Now I do very small amounts. Wow, it's got nicotine. That might have been too far though. Yep. Still not bad for me anyway. This one, I have not heard anything about Rosinski getting picked up, which I'm a little bit. Uh-oh. Here we go. I'm really hoping. I think someone will. I think all the products between the three companies that I'm doing on this grouping will get picked up. The only one I have heard of getting their product line picked up would be Bernard, and McChrystals has picked it up. I am very hopeful, though, that Pfizerland and Rosinski. Rosinski is really... Pfizerland has one of my all-time favorites with the Rheintroll, but overall product line, Rosinski is... It will be a loss. I believe, being mostly an oral tobacco user, I will feel the loss if some of this stuff does not reappear in its original format. Anyway, this has been my review of Rosinski's Poltergeist. I do thank you for watching. As always, do take care of yourselves, and God bless.